We are Cindy and Eddie.
And this is Squeeze the Day.
Today we continue our journey south, trying to get out of the smoke that we've mentioned in our previous videos. We had a really good time visiting Telluride, and not just because of the tourist attractions and free gondola rides, or that amazing waterfall. We're also going to miss the residents of Telluride. While we were there, we talked to a few of them and were really impressed with their hospitality. Whenever we asked questions, we got an immediate and friendly result. Be sure to check out our two Telluride videos. One is the Sunset Gondola Ride and the other is the Brideville Falls. And now we're going to continue on the road, exploring the rest of Colorado as we head south to Durango. As we drive along US-550, we want to show you some of the amazing views that you can see along this route. There's a reason why it's called the $1 Million Highway. We are at a much higher elevation than we were in Telluride, and we'll show you a sign of that in a little bit. But first, let's take a ride going through this tunnel and enjoying the trip. As always, when you're driving, make sure you're paying attention to the road. Take a look at the first stop we had.
Sometimes when you're out driving around and you see yourself at an overlook, you just can't help but stop and look.
Unfortunately, because of the amount of wind that was running through this area, we had to replace a lot of the audio with voiceovers. This waterfall was beautiful, but let's get a better view.
And that's a better look at that waterfall.
I'm going to throw some education at you for a couple seconds. Feel free to pause this and read at your leisure. As we head off to enjoy that view, you're more than welcome to join us. We have a couple of Harley riders joining us for the view as well. Don't worry, they're just here for the view. All we need now is our RV family. This was such a great spot to stop at that they had to build a ramp jutting out over the edge so visitors can enjoy that just a little bit more. If you're squeamish, don't look down. Let's keep driving, but we want to talk to you a little bit about this view that we're showing you right here. If you can't tell, there are no guardrails. Please keep that in mind as you're driving along this route. It is very important that the drivers pay attention to the road the entire way along this route. Don't get distracted just because it's a beautiful view. The engineers did gift us with a couple of spots that you could stop and enjoy the view. Please make sure that you're only stopping at those spots so you do not hinder the traffic behind you. We're going to leave this view right here for you to enjoy for a little bit. With drop-offs like this, you can understand why they nicknamed this the Highway to Hell. There are a couple of spots that you can see the river below. This portion right here was created to help prevent landslides from falling into the roadway. Take a quick look at that sign right there. There are several hairpin turns that are coming up. We want you to be aware of those. As always, we're going to give our shout outs to our RV friends. Please be safe on the road, especially this one. There are a couple of places along this route that you can really question whether you're actually seeing what you're seeing, but it's all there. As you're enjoying the views, let's talk a little bit about some of the things you can see along the way. In the small town of Silverton, you can actually take a gold mine tour. We recommend stopping by here for at least one day, not because of the tour, but because of how cute this town is. They have some good eats, good people, and great views. If you're looking for a taste of Halloween or some good haunts, they do have a ghost town. That would be in Animas Forks. We'll talk a little bit more about this down the road, but they do have several hot springs along the way. The one that we talk about wasn't very hot, and we'll tell you more about that in a couple minutes. If you've taken this road before, tell us in the comments below. We'd love to hear about some of your favorite stops along the way. We found this amazing little stop area that included a waterfall, so we had to stop and check it out.
We just stopped on the side of the road here.
There's something about the way water sounds as it runs downhill. I'm going to try and get a closer look at that. Too quickly, we have to get back out on the road. If you're wondering where this stop is, take a look at this sign. We've still got a lot of road to cover, so we're going to keep on going. This is the first time we came across some guardrail. Unfortunately, it was short-lived, but there was another spot to stop and take some views in.
We came upon this, which looks like that, on our way to Durango. Let's take a look at this, shall we?
It flows all the way down the mountain, and we're going to take a look at its effects.
I always wondered if this was like calloused or if it was soft. Oh, it's just like dirt. Look at that. And look how much water is flowing out of this. That's a lot.
It looks like somebody made a pool so they could sit in it and enjoy it.
I would say the temperature of it is like lukewarm bath water, so it's warmer than just like the cold springs or any of the river water that are floating around here. So it's warmer than that, but it's not hot as in what you would expect to be able to use for like a hot spring. Dead trees, dead trees.
I'm not taking a soak.
If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so that you can continue to follow along with us as we continue on this adventure.
And as always, squeeze the day and be well.